How you doing? My name's Cawzlos. Right next to me, I have a good friend of mine. His name's Idiot. Just kidding. But hey, check this out. This is exclusive interviews. You know what I'm saying? You just saw the Uriah Faber interview that I did prior to leaving. Prior to his fight against who did he fight?
I forgot the dude's name.
Win?
Wasn't in San Diego.
Pulver.
He beat him though.
Yeah, I think it was Vince Pulver.
He beat him.
Anyway, I just did an interview with him, and then that was before I left overseas with Middle Class Rut to all these European countries, and it was amazing out there, man. I learned a lot, and but what I did realize is that these exclusive interviews is not going to stop, and we're going to continue moving forward on this. And this is exclusive interview number 4, and yeah, let's keep moving. My name is Cawzlos, and we're going to start this this interview, and we're going to keep it moving. All right, L.M.N.H records. I mean, what is your name?
My name is Mahtie Bush.
And who are you? Like, what the fuck is Mahtie Bush?
Mahtie Bush is an MC, producer, promoter, fucking entrepreneur Negro.
God damn.
I am a b-boy.
Whoa.
We're
gonna get.
I do a lot of things. I try to do as much as possible to stay busy.
Where are you from?
I'm from Sacramento. Born, pretty much raised here. You know, lived in Vegas for a few years, for like 4 years, on some like foster care shit.
Mm-hmm.
But I am from here. Lived everywhere in Sac.
All right. Currently, what do you stand for? What do you represent? Bush is kind of a political name, so you imagine that you're definitely somewhat of a politician. And most musicians, in some way, in the hip hop world, are along the lines of, you know, like, they're very political.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They're very, very into the politics of, like, I don't know, the music game or whatnot, or things along those lines. So, I mean,
I guess what I stand for is pretty much just, you know, voices that don't get heard. You know, there's a lot of foster kids that don't get heard. You know, there's a lot of like shit that goes down that isn't represented in hip hop in general that I feel isn't getting its, you know.
So do you feel
there's a lot of issues that still need to be solved, and I feel like I'm one of the dudes that could help put those issues out there so people start recognizing them.
Do you feel as an artist then, I mean, you're using your art and your passion for music as, like, not only a stage for you to get on and bust a rap,
yeah,
but also as, like, a platform to, like, to speak on behalf of those that maybe don't have a voice?
Yeah. I mean, I don't represent everybody, but I know the majority that I do, you know, I get a lot of...
Everybody asks this question. What the fuck is Sac Hates Hip Hop? Like, I know that Josh Fernandez and Buster. I mean, I know that Josh Fernandez, like, Idiot. I mean, he interviewed you a few times here and there, and I know that you've done a handful of interviews around the Sacramento area and abroad, and they asked you that same question. But I mean, what is Sac Hates Hip Hop? I mean, on video, you know, and on more established, better than using. I mean, better than you. Can't beat me, buddy. I'm the best. Sorry, no can do.
Well, what Sac Hates Hip Hop was in the beginning, like, started seeing, like, venues getting shut down and hip hop being blamed for, you know, like, the shooting at the library.
Yeah. When
in actuality it was a fucking top 40 night.
Yeah.
It's not my fault that hip hop is on the top 40. You know what I'm saying? But they're gonna blame it on hip hop regardless. So that was like one thing. And then like the 916 leak got canceled. So that was like another. And like certain venues wouldn't even allow hip hop in the building. So, you know, dress codes and shit like that, like I just had enough. And it seemed to me that the city of Sacramento not the MCs, not the people that.
That's where there was the fine line. Like,
Yeah.
oh, you talk. Like,
I love hip hop. I'm a rapper.
yeah,
I
fuck
love
that,
hip hop.
dude. Because
Like half of the.
you weren't going at the artist's neck.
I had nothing to do. It had nothing to do with.
You're
none
going
of the
at
artists. like City Hall.
Yeah, like you were pointing the finger at, like, look, you're trying to slow this process down of how we're trying to grow and develop our careers. Fuck you.
Yeah, it wasn't. It had nothing to do
Yeah.
with any MC, and all the MCs that didn't like.
So it was
the
more
movement.
like SAC hates hip hop. It was more like City Hall hates hip hop, or this hates hip hop.
Yeah, and
or,
everybody was like, "Well, why
But
don't you
you
call
use-
it? Why don't you call it this and that?" And I was
yeah,
like,
because how you gonna turn heads with some little pussy ass name?
Exactly.
Like,
And you don't.
fucking idiots.
So that's what SAC hates hip hop. That's how it started. That was the meat of it.
For the record, and I know Josh Fernandez always say, why don't you interview people that aren't your friends? And people have been telling me that, but it's like, I don't want to interview people that aren't my friends. Fuck all of you that aren't my friends. Shit. I don't want to interview you just because you're fucking cool. I want to interview you because, like, you're cool to me, you know what I'm saying? So get off that bullshit. I'm a biased motherfucker trying to generate a monopoly.
Yeah.
If you want to get on it, play it. Not get played, dig? No, I'm just kidding. JK, LOL. What is the reason you stopped being stop being affiliated and involved with the crew, meaning alumni, and why and when did you go solo? Like, I mean, what's the whole reason behind that? Because to be a solo artist is like, we've had this conversation, to be a solo artist is definitely, it's like you're bungee jumping, you're fucking jumping out of that fucking airplane with your one parachute, you and air, you know what I'm saying? Like,
the reason why
you don't have at that point, you're on your own, you know, in a sense.
A lot of people don't know why I got out of alumni. The reason why I first got out of alumni was there was a night where I was helping throw a show. I was co-throwing the show, you know, and there was an MC out of Woodland, and they had a problem with another MC, but I squashed it at the Blue Lamp, and the MC out of my group decided to call out the person from Woodland, not knowing that MTV is in the other room.
Yeah.
You know, MTV was in the other room for Made. Like there was a person there or something. They were following them around. But I figured, you know, this was like a charity event, and you get on stage and you start cussing out the dude and you're dissing him, and I'm like, yo, chill back. And like then the battle happened, and everybody loved the battle. At the time, I was pissed. And I told.
You were pissed because there's like no order in your crew.
It seemed like there. Yeah.
Like there's like, dude, like that's not tasteful.